Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pineapple Honeydew and I'm here to see what rotten, nasty things you think about me. I feel like I'm always like, send me questions for a Q&A and then I get them and I never do it. And we're gonna be so real about that. But I had this idea of doing like, not questions you have for me, but what are some things that you just assume about me based on my online presence? I don't know how I come off online. I don't know, I'm just excited. I asked you guys about a week ago on my Instagram story at pineapple.honeydew, if you don't follow me already, for some assumptions. Personal, drag, social media, transition-wise, really anything. I truly have not seen any of these. I'm literally gonna click on the archive and click on this and just go down and see what the fuck you guys said about me. Also, elephant in the room, I did break 2 nails. I forgot to cut them. I'm just gonna look like a lesbian for this video, which might actually tie into some of the assumptions. We're gonna see. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. What are y'all gonna say about me? I'm just gonna say it now. I don't have my glasses on and I can't put them on for this video because I'm facing the window. So I'm not gonna really be able to read your guys' usernames. So if you made an assumption about me, your username will be somewhere on the screen. And thank you for your assumption. The first assumption, that when a friend asks for advice, you throw the truth in their face and don't sugarcoat anything. Yes and no. I'm a very honest person to a fault. I'm such an honest person that it doesn't even occur to me that another person could lie to me, which is bad. I'm very gullible. I fall for things a lot. So I definitely am more honest and I don't really have an issue saying the truth because I think people beat around the bush all the time. But when somebody asks me for advice, I will say it's hard for me to sugarcoat things, especially over and over and over again. Y'all can judge me on this, but I've literally gotten to the point with certain people where I'm like, don't ask me about this again. And the next time you guys break up, talk to somebody else. I definitely know a proper way to deliver the truth, but yeah, I most likely am not gonna sugarcoat anything, sorry. Nerd, well yes. Filming this on my phone with a Pokemon phone case and a Pokemon charm hanging off. So yes, you're right. Your name isn't actually Pineapple Honeydew. It is not legally. Although one time I did receive a check as payment for a show and they addressed it to Pineapple Honeydew. I had to be like, so that's not my real name. I don't think there's anybody really named Pineapple Honeydew, but you never know. Somebody said that you're smart. I would say so. I used to be an optician, so I literally have a medical license. I think still, because I don't know when it expires or anything, but I like languages. I like stuff. Like, I like certain things, and I think people would say I'm smart too. That your unscripted humor is just as dialed as your content. Me being like, I'm really smart, and then being like, I don't know if I understand this one. And maybe what you're saying is like that behind the scenes, I'm as funny as in my videos, and I will agree. If not, I will probably say that I'm funnier because a lot of my humor, I would say, is like witty humor. So I kind of need someone to say something so that I can like rebuttal in a funny way. And sometimes I do find it hard to like sit and write a joke and then set up the camera and deliver it. So I would actually say my unscripted like behind the scenes humor is maybe funnier, and it is what it is. It just is what it is. This one says, you sleep like a vampire because you're so beautiful, arms crossed, raising out of bed vertically. I sleep face down. I literally sleep face down, like, not like this, but like underneath my body. I need like pressure on my arms. But when I was younger, I had like a loft bed. Think of like a bunk bed, but just the top. I would literally be like sleeping like a fucking coffin because I would be like asleep and then the ceiling would be like right here. So not currently, I don't sleep like a vampire, but I have in the past slept like a vampire, like God intended. So one says, I full on thought you named yourself Pineapple because you were allergic or something. And then the other one says that you like pineapple, question mark. I do have something called a geographic tongue, which basically means it's kind of like an allergy. If I eat pineapple or citrus or something, I eat like one bit of it and my tongue could like start bleeding. I've had times where I've just had some apple juice and it's done it, and it's truly random. And then I've had some times where I can eat like tons of pineapple in one sitting and nothing happens. And I can feel it. I preemptively will know if something's gonna make me have a reaction or not. I don't think it's technically an allergy. It's not like my throat doesn't swell or anything like that. It's just like my tongue gets a little uncomfortable. I did name myself Pineapple because it is my favorite fruits. And I get pineapple like flavored mocktails and stuff like that all the time. So I do like pineapple. Somebody said, you're always on a boat. I am terrified of transportation. I know trans. I'm afraid of planes. I'm afraid of cars. I'm afraid of scooters. I can do a bike, but I haven't ridden one in so long. I probably would be afraid of that too. I don't really like to walk. I don't like to run. Like, I literally just like to stay in one little space. Actually, the like on a boat videos, I think was maybe the second time in my life I've ever been on a boat, and one I think was like a ferry at like an amusement park, so not even really a boat, which is why the on a boat thing was so crazy. I was like, I'm like petrified right now on the front of this boat. That's scary. Somebody said ADHD girl squad got you too. I don't know. I think someone could probably diagnose me with ADHD if they really wanted to. I relate to some of the ADHD things, but I don't like generally relate to ADHD. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like there's other things going on. Something's happening. Someone says you don't take anything too serious. I would say so. I'm a jokester, but there are certain things that I do take seriously. I just think I take less serious than a lot of people. I just have a way of like letting things kind of like brush off and like roll off of me, and sometimes I'm like, girl, I think you're thinking about that too much. Let things happen as they happen. Let yourself do whatever you want to do and figure things out. Just in general, I think a lot of people take things too much to heart, and it's really not that big of a deal. Someone said you like fire starters, and I don't know if this is a Pokemon thing or if this is like a person thing, like somebody who's a fire starter, and I would say no to either. I don't like people who provoke or anything like that. I'm like, girl, just calm down. And then there's only one generation of Pokemon where I pick the fire starter, and it's generation 2, Cyndaquil. Every other generation I pick either a water or a grass starter. So I don't know what that was supposed to be assumption wise, but I answered both. I assume that you know you're iconic. Is it bad to say yeah? You know, if every time you post a video, it gets this many views and this many whatever, and then like famous people are liking your stuff and commenting and I'm just like, obviously I'm not the most famous person in the world. I'm not like the most iconic person in the world, but I've done well. And I think I definitely have like iconic moments that I'm proud of. I really like the stuff that I've done. So I do know I'm iconic. Somebody said gay. I'm not gay, but your mom is. Okay, somebody gave me a twofer. Somebody said you like pickles. Also, you don't clean off your mascara / eyeliner at the end of the night. Ooh. Do I like pickles? Yes. Am I like a pickle girl? That like, oh my god, I love pickles. No. If I'm wearing eyeliner and like a full face of makeup, yes, I do clean my face off. I like can't stand going to sleep or like more specifically waking up and feeling like I have like a sheet mask on. It's disgusting. But I will say if I'm not wearing any makeup and I just like threw on like eyebrows and mascara just to like go out, or like if my like friend's coming over or something, probably not washing it off. I'll wash it off in the morning, but I'm like, it's gonna come up on the pillow. Somebody said you were / are a huge Nintendo girly. I'm not a huge gamer, but I've always been a Nintendo girly. We never had a lot of like gaming systems growing up, but we always had Nintendo systems. My mom was like also not a gamer, but she was like, I fuck with Nintendo. So I feel like my cousins had an Xbox, my aunt had like PlayStation systems, and then we had the Nintendo systems. I'm a huge Pokemon fan, but I also like Mario. I like Legend of Zelda a little bit. Like, I'm really not a huge gamer. I just love Pokemon and I just play all the Pokemon games. Somebody says you don't like wearing wigs, ? You're correct. I don't hate wigs for like a look or anything like that, but I am a very anxious person, and so a lot of my drag is like, I like to be comfortable. I don't like to be uncomfortable, because I am like, what if I corset too tight and then I go to do a flip and I break my ribs or I throw up or something? So yeah, I don't do all that. And with the wigs, I'm like, I would rather not wear a wig and just style my hair than wear a wig and it like falls off or it gets stuck and it rips off or something. Like, I would rather not do that. I'm like very tender-headed. Like, I just put my hair up in a ponytail. It will probably be another 20 minutes before I need to take my hair down. I've like thrown up because of them. I've like had really bad headaches and like literally had to like take a nap in drag in the dressing room for a second to like reset. It's just not worth it. Also, I have really long hair and I love my hair, so I'm like, why would I wear a wig? Somebody said always on your iPad. I'm on my iPad. I use my iPad more as like an entertainment because I don't have a TV. I don't get texts from my iPad. I don't do like work on my iPad. It's just like YouTube, and really it's like only YouTube. And like games, if I ever want to play a game, like a mobile game, I'll play it on my iPad. I got into One Piece Bounty Rush like 2 months ago, I think, for like a week and a half, and I was playing it on my iPad. Someone said secretly a dom top. I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Someone said you're in my dream blunt rotation. You seem chill as fuck. Thank you. I agree. I think I am pretty chill. Also, I am a really good person to have in a dream blunt rotation because I don't smoke. So I will just keep passing it, and I won't take any of your weed. Okay, somebody says you don't drink coffee. IDK, why I assume this. I don't drink coffee. I like an iced coffee sometimes, but really it's like I do cream and sugar, and I do like the sugared syrups. I prefer like a chai tea or like a green tea or like a matcha or like something like that. I don't know why you assumed that either, but you did assume correctly. Somebody said you sleep with socks on and that you squirt mayonnaise packets directly in your mouth. Okay, I only sleep with socks on when it's really cold because I'm in the attic of this house. Squirt mayonnaise packets directly in your mouth, you're blocked. Okay, this person says you always use the water starter for a first playthrough in a Pokemon game. So here's my dilemma. My favorite type is water. However, I love them so much that unless they are outstanding, I end up not picking them because then I feel like I can't add a water Pokemon to my team. In the Hoenn games, absolutely, because the Swampert line is my favorite line. In Gen 1, I will pick Squirtle. Oh, and then Oshawott. And then Cyndaquil, like I said earlier, Cyndaquil is my fire starter. Everything else, I would pick grass, including this new game. I think I like Sprout better than Gekwa. And then the last assumption that I have, somebody says, you like living in Pittsburgh, and I do. I love Pittsburgh. I also love Cleveland. I think they're very different, but I like living in Pittsburgh and just getting to like go visit Cleveland. I'm really loving living in Pittsburgh. So, but that seems to be it. Let me know how you guys felt about this video. If you want to do another one, we can definitely do another one. And let me know what you guys learned about me, and if you have any other assumptions, maybe I'll answer those in the comments. My socials are linked down below. The main ones are TikTok and Instagram at pineapple.honeydew. Make sure you go give me a follow because when I do videos like this, normally I'll post on my Instagram story and I'll ask you guys for like suggestions or whatever. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you loved the video, and if you hated it, don't tell anybody, please. Just keep it to yourself. Not all thoughts need to be expressed. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Goodbye.